L'objectif, c'est surtout de vous entendre.
He wanted to listen, and that French President Emmanuel Macron did. Not once, nor twice, but 10 times, for several hours on end.
Nous allons cet après-midi.
Emmanuel Macron also talked, explained, justified, in marathon town hall meetings that demanded mental and physical endurance. But France's president knew times called for urgent measures. The Yellow Vest protests that erupted last November caught the French president and many in France by surprise. A movement that started over fuel tax increases snowballed into a broader anti-government, anti-inequality, anti-establishment push by people in France who felt forgotten by power.
Le vrai problème d'Emmanuel Macron, c'était d'une part comment...
Emmanuel Macron needed to gain time, calm things down and regain control of the situation. He had to regain popularity and try to revert a situation that was taking him towards a dissolution of the National Assembly, which would have been a political disaster.
Sinon le conduisait à la dissolution de l'Assemblée nationale. Et là, politiquement, ça aurait été un désastre.
To seize the opportunity and to gain time, Emmanuel Macron launched France's grand national debate, a public consultation through which people were able to voice their grievances online, through their local elected officials, and sometimes directly to the French president.
You said earlier, Mr. President, you were taking the necessary precautions to protect militants and activists. But when you see the number of preventive arrests, whether they're Greens or Yellow Vests or whatever, I'm not sure this is the case. I came here to remind everyone that this debate originated from a powerful social movement that is ongoing and today faces an unprecedented and unjustifiable repression.
There were questions as to how much the debate could achieve, but even his opponents see Emmanuel Macron's initiative as a clever political move, albeit a risky one.
Et le risque est là de se voir enfermé soit dans la...
The risk is that either he proposes something far below the people's expectations, or he finds himself in a position where he's forced to carry out a broad constitutional reform that could threaten him as president, as well as his party.
Et menacer aussi son parti, La République En Marche.
By the time he arrived for one of the last sessions of the debate in the south of France, the French president had enjoyed a spectacular resurgence in the polls and portrayed the image of someone who had found the answer.
He has good suggestions, good arguments. He knows how to answer questions and he knows how to get things done. He's done his homework.
As France's grand national debate comes to an end, the administration of Emmanuel Macron insists that this conversation, this exchange of ideas will continue. And the French president himself is adamant that he will carry on listening to the people here in France and taking into account their suggestions during the second half of his term.